It's going to be the founder one. We've done that before with you, but it's quite a nice little stretch for hamstrings. So we're going to start. We're going to start our feet about shoulder apart, and we're going to turn the feet in just slightly to probably to make a triangle position itself there. And we're going to take our hands, and we're going to put the fingertips together, and we're going to push the fingertips together as we push our hips back the way. Okay, so we're going to start with our feet, shoulder apart, turn the feet in, hands together, and we're going to push our hips back. So from the side view, we're going to look like we're just easing the hips back and we're going to hold there. I want you to really press the fingertips together so we create some tension, or we create some work in the forearms and also into the back of the shoulder blades. We're going to really push our feet into the ground, thinking about the big toe, the small toe, and the heel all having a contact with the ground. The knees are not going to be bent. The knees are going to be just off, locked out. The hip should be the furthest back point. And we're going to take a nice deep breath in through our nose, and then back out through the mouth. We're going to hang out in this position for a minute altogether. So again, deep breath in, and back out. Every time we take a breath out, I just want to just ease back in the hips. So the hips should be behind the ankle itself. So if you did have the privilege of the mirror, you can probably see your hips being behind the ankles themselves, and the knees just above the ankles themselves. Deep breath in. Last one. And come back out. Big legs little shape. We'll do a second breath in just a little second. So the key thing is the feet, we're going to triangulate. So turn the feet in. We're going to have the hands all pressed together with the fingertips. And we're going to take a nice deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're then going to go back into our founder position. So feet shoulder apart, turn the feet in, hands locked together. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, we push the hands together, push the feet into the ground, push the hips back, and we're going to hang out in this position here. So every breath you take in, just take a little bit of tension off. As you breathe out, we're just pushing the hips back, okay? The hips are going back. The back's not rounding out. We're keeping our back nice and long and strong as well. We're pushing the fingertips together, creating what we call a sea of tension. Push the hips back. If anything, you're trying to tip your pelvis forward as you push your hips back. Hang out this knee. You should feel hamstrings just asking you questions. Lower back, probably asking you questions as well. Deep breath in. And breathe all the way back out. Breathe out through. Sounds really weird to say, but I'm going to say it now. You breathe out through your bottom. So you reach out to push your bottom back as you're breathing out. That's not a quote I'm going to ever use again, probably. So deep breath in. And breathe out by pushing the hip back. 3, 2, 1, and stand back up tall again. Good job. One more to go before we move on. Again, we're just getting some breath work in there. When you breathe, try to breathe in the middle of your back, then breathe out through your hips by pushing further back. So let's take up a position one last time. Feet shoulder apart. Turn your feet in so your big toes are kind of pointing in a triangular position. Hands locked together. Deep breath in. Breathe to the middle of the back. And breathe out. As we lean forward, hold here. Really keep the tension. So even if you're changing the breath, you're still pressing the fingertips together. You're creating that tension to the forearm, through the mid upper back. Deep breath in. And breathe out. Push the hips back. 30 seconds. Keep the feet grounded. Press down through the feet. Big toe, small toe, heel. Keep holding in this position here. Deep breath in again. Breathe all the way out. You just feel that pelvis just tip slightly forward You should feel it outside of your shins a little bit as well. If not, next time you do the drill, just turn the feet in slightly more so you can feel the power nails working down the outside. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax it. Double shake there. Our next drill we're going to do is going to be our running man drill. Okay, so we're going to start with our left foot forward, right foot back. Our right elbow, super duper slowly, is going to come to the inside of our left knee. And I want you not to rush it. So come down, folding forward, and once you've got connection there, we're going to hang out there for the minute. Okay? So, left foot forward. Let's all do this together. Right foot back, just toes touching, no more. So anytime you can lift that off the ground. Elbow high, 3, 2, 1, super slow. We come into the inside of the left knee. And once we're there, we're going to hang out there. Hang out there. Left hand can be going up towards the ceiling, it can go anywhere. You might want to put it onto the glute so you can feel the fullness of the glute itself. Have a look at just at your ankle there. You should see it having a wee keloid to itself just at the ankle joints. Hang out here, good job. Press the elbow into the knee, press the knee into the elbow. So you've got a good connection, a cross connect. So it's combining a few of the different classes we've talked about before. Look at the toes. Are they yellowing? If they are, make them go nice and long. Try not to curl the toes in the grip. Try and make it the pressure come through the middle of the foot rather than curling the toes up itself. And then when we come back out, we're going to come out super slow. So ready? 3, 2, 1. Push through the front foot. Slow. Nothing on the back leg. You can lift the back leg off the ground if you wish to. And relax there. Switch over. Right foot forward. Right foot forward. Left one back for balance. It's only there as a kickstand. Left elbow all the way across. So off we go. Super duper slow. Super duper slow. And elbow into knee. And press the two together. Push. Good. If you feel any weight on the back leg, just lift it so it's off the ground no more. So all the weight is on the front foot there. Same rules. Big toe, pinky toe, they're both down. Weight through the middle of the foot. Have a hand on your right glute. See it's full. We've opened up. If you're not feeling the glute, push the hips higher by straightening the knee out, but keep the elbow touching the knee itself. Hang out here, good job. No weight on the back leg. Keep the breathing nice and controlled. I'm going to come out in 3, 2, 1. Slowly. It's all through the front leg. Lift the back leg off anytime. It's all coming through that front leg and stand up tall. Second set, we're going to go on to the left leg. Exact same thing again. Left leg forward, right one back, elbow. Ready? Off we go. Slow. So you find the connect. And push the knee into the elbow. Good job. Hold there. Press down through the ground. Really try and engage the foot with the ground. Big toe, small toe. No yellowing. No curling of the toes. Keep the toes long. If you're not feeling the glute, just push the hip high, okay? Really push the hip high. Good work. The magic is in coming out of this drill here, so don't rush to stand up tall. Make it nice and slow. And if anything, just lift that back leg off the ground as you're pushing through that front leg to stand up. Ready, and slow. Lift the back leg off the ground. Keep that leg under tension. Really work hard. And stand up tall. Right foot forward, second set. Upward on, nothing on the back leg. Left elbow, in we go. Super duper slow. It's like one of that slow motion movies. Elbow to knee, press, press, press. Connect now, connect now. Keep the fingers long. Hand on the glutes, back glutes, feel it full. Slide the hand down the hamstring, keep the hamstring there. If you don't, lean forward, push the hip high, press through the foot. Calves working as well. Ankles on the wee part itself. No weight on the back leg, everything on the front. Good work. Right here, press that foot into the ground. Keep the breathing nice and long. Breathe to the bottom of your ribcage. Trying to breathe too short and sharp. And push to the ground to come back up slow. Last one up wins. Last one up wins. Last one up wins. Slow, 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 slow. And we're back up. Third final set. Left leg forwards. Left leg forward, right foot back. Ready, right elbow, left knee, off we go. Creep in, creep in, creep in. Super duper slow, well done, good job. Feel that glute just fill up as we're bending forward. Keep the hip high, don't bend the knee too much. If the knee's bending a lot, just push the knee back into a straight line. Good job, go here. Good. Hang out here. Press the knee into the elbow, press the elbow into the knee. Push, push, push. Look at the toes, look at the ankle. Feel the calf, feel the hamstring, feel the hip. Everything's working together. Feel the breath going into the bottom of the ribcage today. Right deep breath in through the nose. Get out of it, out through the mouth. Ready. And push. Keep going away. Last one up wins. Take the back leg up if you can. Stay under that tension. Don't race through it. Stay under that shaky part. Shaky bridge, shaky bridge. Stand up tall. And relax there. Good job. We're over onto your right leg. Last one. Right leg. Right leg forward. Left leg back. Left elbow. In we come. Slow, 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 slow. Down, 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 down. And we are connected now. Good job. Press the elbow into the knee. Press into the ground. Back foot can come off at any time. Hold this position here. Push the hip high. So really lean forward. Bruce flip side. Really get into this position here. Hold, hold, hold. Hold, hold, hold. Work hard. Feel the fullness of the glutes, feel the fullness of the hamstring. Push the hamstring back high as you can. And then we're going to drive from the ground, push yourself up top. Push, push, push. Keep the weight forward. Don't let anything go on the back leg. Slow, 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 slow. And relax there. Good work. Perfect. You got next drill? Our hinge squat hinge, okay? So our feet are going to be shoulder width apart. Feet are just going to be off the ground and no more. I'll show you front way and I'll show you from the side as well. We're going to hinge from the hip itself here. So stick our bottoms out, reaching towards the ground. We're then going to sit into the squat itself. Slow, 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 slow. Just go as far as you feel comfortable going into the squat. We're then going to take our heads down, look between our knees, back into our hinge, and then we're going to push to the ground, stand back up top. So let's do this next one again. We're going to do it for about 3 minutes in total. Okay, so feet shoulder apart. If you find on the toes too much, keep the heels down, but if you can, just make the heels light. We're going to hinge from the hips, so push the hips back, not bending the knees. Hinge from sticking the bottom out, like you're to pick a box up from the ground. And then we're going to then sit into a squat. So let the hands then drift forward as you sit down into your heels. Just go as far as you feel comfortable going. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head goes down, hands go down, hips go high. Like a seesaw. Your head and your hips are going in opposite directions. Push the knees back. Hands should just be hovering above the ground. And push to the ground slowly. Keep the knees bent, keep the heels off the ground. Raise yourself back up. And as soon as you get to the top, we go again. So here, heels off the ground. Hinge from the hip, push the hip back. Physically feel that hip going back as you hinge forward. And then we're going to keep our heads low. Our heads don't drop tall. We're going to then sit back onto our heels. Hands come forward. Let's hang out here for 5, 4, 3. Chest up tall, looking straight forward. 2, 1. Hands and head go down. Like you're look between your knees. Push the head down. Push the hips high. We're going to hang out here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we go back into the squat. So we drop down into the squat. Back down. Hold. Here. 5, 4. Just work with what you can do. You need to more rest. Please do. 3, 2, 1. Push them down. Push them down. Head down. Look through the knees. Look through the knees. Push that back up into stance. Slowly come back up. Slowly come back up. Slowly come back up. And we've got one last rep to go. Give your legs a little shake out. We've got one last rep to go, guys. Feet shoulder apart. Heels nice and light off the ground. Hands, we're going to hinge first of all. So our hands are going to come down as we push our bottoms back. Stick our bottoms out. And once we're here, we're going to then sit back into the heels. Hands comes forward. Hold in this position here. 3, 2, 1. Slowly look between the knees. You're looking behind you. Keep the head low. Push the hips high. We're going to hang out here for 10 seconds this thing. Push the hips high the whole time. Hamstrings should be working. Legs should be taken. Push the hips high. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly push yourself back up. Drive through the feet. Drive through the feet. Hang out if it starts to shake. Go super, super slow. Don't rush that phase. And relax. Good work. Excellent job. Have a rest there. You don't need a mat, but if you do have a mat, it'd be great. You don't need a foam roller, but if you did have a foam roller, it would be great as well. So all we're going to do just now is we're going to a lunge position. If you can't put a push underneath the knee, all we're going to do is have the heel behind the front knee, toes tucked under, and all we're going to do is we're going to push down through our hands to lift ourselves straight off the ground. Okay, we're going to hang it there for 30 seconds, then we can go back down again. Okay, so right foot forward, knee in front of the ankle, back leg, knee underneath the hip, toes tucked under. All we're going to try and do is come slowly off the cushion mat foam roller and then put ourselves back onto slowly after 30 seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Push the hand down. We're not moving forward, we're just going up off the foam roller a little more. Hold here. Hold here. That back knee should just be hovering over the foam roller, over the mat, over the cushion. Just no more. 10 seconds. Up nice and tall. Breathe in. Tuck the pelvis underneath. Feel the stretch in the back leg for the quad and front leg working. And back down. Switch it over. Opposite side. Left leg forward. Right leg back. Same position. Toes tucked under on the back leg. Ankle behind the knee. 3, 2, 1. Push straight down. Through the front leg. Hold here. Hover just over. We're not coming up right high here. We're staying right down low. Stay right down low. 10 seconds. Quad burner. 3, 2, 1. Back down. Switch over. Left leg's going to be back. Right leg's going to be forward. 3, 2, 1. Off we go to the left. Okay. Seconds. Watch out. 2, 1, and back down. Switch over. Last one. Left leg forward. Toes tucked under. Knee in front of the ankle. 3, 2, 1. Off go. Just off the ground no more. Forward. Hands down by the chest up tall. Chest point straight forward, not looking down. We're tucking our pelvis underneath, get a good stretch in the back leg. Brace that front leg into the ground. Keep your knee low. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stand up tall a bit there. Good job. Well done, guys. The legs don't shake off. That won't work. Next one, we're going to do a slouch to knees. Slouch to knees. So, mats inside. You can use a mat if you wish to. Don't have to. We're going to have our, let's go left foot forward first of all. Knuckles are going to be heavy. Back legs light. All we're going to do is take our knuckles straight down, touch the ground, and straight back, up again. Okay, so the back leg kind of slides out more than anything else. You've got 3 by a minute each leg. This is the last bit we'll do. Ready? Left leg forward. Hands down by each side. Back leg doing nothing at all. Off we'll slide the back leg back. Hands are going straight down. Touch the ground. Slowly back up. All the weight is in that front leg. If you want to lift the back leg off the ground, please do. If you're limited by the ankle, don't worry about pushing into it. Just go as far as you feel comfortable going. Drop down. Drop down. Nice and controlled. Just slouches. The chin can be tucked into the chest. Letting that weight just come down through the hands. 3, 2, 1. Switch over. Right foot forward this time. Okay, right foot forward. Hands stay by the side the whole time. Back foot raised. Ready? Off we go. Slow, 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 slow. And back up. And again, slow, 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 slow. Drop right down. Slow, 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 slow. Drop right down. I think this one extra slow, 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 slow. Really dropping down through that front leg. Back knees coming down close to ground as well. We're in a track sweat position. We're hanging out here, hang out here. 10 seconds down low. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, push. Pick myself back up. Left leg forward, second set. Ready. Straight and go. Slow, 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 slow. Right down, touch the hands off the ground. Bring back up. Slow, 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 slow. Slow, 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 slow. Back. Slow, 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 slow. All the way down. Bend that knee. Back up. Hang at the bottom for the 10 seconds. So all the way down, 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 down. Hang out here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, right through the leg, bring yourself back up and top shake off. Second set off the right hand leg. Second leg, guys. So right leg forward, hold out the right leg, off we go, down, 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 down. Arms are straight down, knees bending, and then back up. Walking well now. All the way down, back up. Go down. Slow, 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 slow. Slow, 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 slow. We're going to hang the ball for 10 seconds. So ready, down, go. Hang out here, hang out here, hang out here. Boots flat at the front, so the heel's not off the ground. Knees just in line with the heel. Chest up tall. Drive through with that right hand foot to bring you back up. Good job. Give legs a little shake out. One last set. Finish the set. Finish the set. Whee. Left foot forward. Right foot back. Last one. Last one. Ready. Off we go. Slow, 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 slow. Don't worry about speeds. Back up. Slow, 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 slow. All the way to on that front left leg. Let's do a 15-second hold down here. Hold at the bottom. 15. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Right through that left leg to bring you back up. Good job. Right leg forward. Right leg forward. Ready? Let's start. Drive through to bring yourself back up. Try to make it even pace. So slow the way down. Now, though you're driving to get back up, you're not driving fast. You're just getting a big force with the ground. You're actually controlling that force and you come back up. Hang out the bottom there for the rest. Get back up. Got a 15-second hold from that. Right to the ground, bring yourself back up. 15 seconds, guys, ready. All the way down, 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 down. Coil in, hold. 14, 12, 10, 6, 4, 2, 1. And then bring you back up, your legs, shake out your left arm. Good work. Give your legs a shake out. Again, spend some time doing your own stretches if you need to. I'll just pause the recordings. Well done. Good work, guys. Yeah, we drink. So, today we spent a bit of time in the glute, in the hamstring, and quads, calf. Let's just put time under tension. Thinking about the connection with the ground, with everything we did. So, big toe, small toe, and the heel all being integrated with the ground itself at different times. We also practice a little bit of the heel lift. So, we're going to the forefoot to get the quad and calf. God, I'm out of breath. Whew. But also slow. Time under tension is so important to make the muscles work. We're making the joints move, so the muscles have to react around about it. That's always something I want you to think about, is not so much momentum. It's always got to be move the joint and that the muscles like have to react to the new position you put yourself into. Any questions, queries, any concerns?
No. No, thank you.
Well done, guys. Good job. Make sure you have a wee drink after that today. I'm going to take a wee screenshot so I can wind up my friend Steve Taylor, just saying that he was in here. Johnny, do a wave. Good man, Johnny. Right, guys, have a lovely week. We'll see you.
James.
Any questions after the class, just give me a wee shout. Good job. Well done.
See you next week.
Thanks, James. Cheers.